On behalf of the club, I welcome you all to the meet. Okay, and yeah, so basically, we just wanted to have a discussion with you all regarding the club activities and what all we'll be doing, and just wanted to know what your perspective about club is. You can just unmute your microphone and speak. Like, what is your view about the club, or what are your expectations, or what are you looking forward when you thought of having when we sent the forms out? You had certain expectations, right? So we just want to know what you had in your mind, or even you can drop it in the chat box, however you wish. Just want to have an interactive session, so that we let this be an interactive session. We are just your 1 year senior to you. That's it. We are not like any teacher or something. So have an interactive session. Just speak up. Okay. Yeah. You can speak. Like, what was your expectations, and what do you want to learn, or something like that? Just speak up
Yeah,
first, so that we know
actually,
you. We know you because in person, if we had in the class, we would have known you better. We would have seen your faces, or maybe we could have spoken to you directly. But now, since we are having this on through internet, so you just speak up so that we know you, what you are expecting from the club and all.
okay, no one. Okay,
Niket, Dikshit has some message. Go through that.
yeah, so Dixit says that he was hoping that we can make any projects or something. Yeah, we have projects in our agenda. We overall we are thinking about two projects mainly: a mini project after you are finished with your data science part, and a machine learning project after we are done with the whole agenda. Srimat, can you mute yourself once? Yeah. So basically, yes, we have an agenda for that machine learning club, and that agenda has been divided into many weeks. I think you all have gone through our agenda once while we have like given that form to fill up about which club you want to be in. So here is our roadmap. So we will be covering data science for the first 5 weeks or so, and after that we are going to start with machine learning. So most probably what will happen is like when we are going to start with the new sem, like this sem we will be covering data science. So for the first week we are going to be covering NumPy and pandas. The second week will be data scraping. Has anyone ever made a in a scraping script or anything? Any- Anyone who has like worked with data scraping?
I have worked with data scraping, Niket.
Yeah. So can you please explain like what you do in data scraping overall and what did you make?
Why? Wait.
Very much. Hello. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so basically, you've been a part of this, like you're now the part of data science and ML club. So you people need to know what is basically a data science and what is machine learning. So most of you don't know the difference. You would have heard the terms like data science and machine learning, all trending technology and everything. So basically, on a rough view, so that you people understand, on a layman's language, data science is, see, to predict something, you need some data, right? Or some input or something kind of that. So you need data. So when you have data, you need to know what is the data about, right? So what kind of data is it, and what is it? All those things, and what can you infer from the data? All those plays a major role when you start with machine learning. So that's why we thought of having the data science part in the beginning. So data science lets you know what is all about the data and everything. And then machine learning is used to predict from that data whatever your preprocessed, or we call it as a pre-processing step. From that data, you have certain mathematical functions which will help you to predict something. So machine learning is all about predicting something, right? Like on a you predict, say, when you are doing something called as image classification, you do something like you see, you predict whether this image is a cat or a dog or something like that. So data science is all about that, and ML is about predicting things or maybe classifying things. You have different algorithms there. Okay, so that's how we are trying to have this as. Nikit, you can continue.
Yeah, our data.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, firstly,
Hello, sir.
yeah, we are just your.
So can you tell me about the difference of data science and artificial intelligence? Like, where does this, where does the road leads both of them?
Yeah, can you just it once because I didn't hear it. Hello. Yeah, can you repeat it once? I didn't hear it.
So what is the difference between data science and artificial intelligence? Like,
See,
where does the difference lies?
see, data science is mainly working with data. So what data science consists of is like collecting data, cleaning it up, storing data, and then pre-processing the data so that you can use it in any model, machine learning model, or even or also a deep learning model. So data science will only be working with, data science consists of only working with data. What artificial intelligence is that it takes in that data and then it uses some mathematical function, and then using that mathematical function, it will try to predict the output of that data. So normally when you code, what you do is you have some rules according to which you will like make the program, and so you will just input something, and then according to that rules you will get an output. So what we are doing in machine learning basically, or any form of artificial intelligence, is that we just give that model input data and we give it output predictions, and that we hope that the model will learn by itself after seeing a huge amount of data, how in that according to which input data you will get what output. Yeah. Do you have any questions, Aditya?
I have shared a screen. You can just see what is like the pictorial representation.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Aditya.
Because most of the courses, yes,
Yeah, I would like to answer your question in a different way. So, see, now what is
okay,
the
sir.
actual difference between artificial intelligence and data science? Actually, this data science is a subgroup, like a subset of the artificial intelligence. I'll tell you how it differs. Now, for example, you want to make a computer program to play chess. Okay. So now, if you want it to be as an artificial intelligence, then you have to make if and else conditions for every statement. Like if the user does this, the computer should do like that. So there should be if and else condition for everything. So that is artificial intelligence to solve something. And whereas in data science, we don't give them rules. Like we don't know like what happens or what not. We just show him some examples. Like see, when this is done, the user is winning. So you have to do something so that you win. That then the computer itself figures out using the data like what is the correct way. For example, now if you want to know what is, like I gave you input 2 comma 2 3 comma 3, and I gave you answers like for the first one 2 comma 2 the answer is 4, for 3 comma 3 the answer is 6. So now the computer don't know how these answers came. So for artificial intelligence, you must tell it that okay, you have to add them. So we are also giving the rules for them. Okay, you have to do like that. But in data science, you just give 2 comma 2 3 comma 3 4 comma 4, and if you give them the answers, it automatically predicts okay 2 comma 2 is 4, 3 comma 3 is 6. So it will predict it might be that 4 comma 4 is 8. That is its own prediction. So the computer is predicting from the data, that is data science. And artificial intelligence, you give them rules, you tell them that there is a plus sign in between. So that is how artificial intelligence works and how the data science works. Is it clear, Aditya?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think Nikit, you can take over. You can continue.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So we'll be covering NumPy pandas in the first week. What pandas is like I think you have worked with SQL. So in SQL you are like working with tabular data, or even if someone hasn't, then like you would be like taught SQL in your 5th semester. So pandas is a easy way to like work with tabular data in Python. So it is used for data manipulation and is basically very fast and powerful. So you can do a lot of things with tabular data in using Python in a pandas. And NumPy is another package in Python, which is basically used for array manipulation. So any mathematical functions which you have to like uh, do on an array, or any mathematical like equations you have to solve. So working on arrays normally always done in Python using NumPy because it's like really fast. Oh, okay, and in the second week we are going to cover data scraping. So as I told you, data science is basically a mixture of different uh, techniques that you employ on a data, and one of those things is the collecting of data. So data scraping is basically a way by which you can collect data from the internet. So I think uh, most of you have like checked up your results in the from our college website, right? So results.oxfordait.in. So what you can do from using data scraping is you can just automate your whole process. So what you can do is like you can make a module that will open this website, go to the students tab, and let me just click something. It will automatically insert something with the form. Like,
Nikit, is your screen shared or not?
yeah, it's turned off. I don't know. Okay,
Yeah, now
then
it's
you are
visible.
with. Okay, anyways, so you can just go to your website, college website. You can, and after that, you will get in a table of marks. Normally, you do get a table of your marks. I think they are updating the website, so you don't have it. So what you can do with data scrape is scrape all those data, and then eventually what you can do is then show you a Python web scraping. So here is our web scraping utility. So and this is made in Python. This is a module made in Python. We are using Selenium, our WebDriver, and we are just automating the process of finding the results. And we can just automate that stuff and then extract the result and then store it in a tabular format. And after that, we can also save it. And after saving, you can just get a Excel sheet of all the marks from your class. Where is it? So you can just use web scraping to scrape all the marks from every single person in your batch. You can use web scraping on this. This is one of the many different ways you can use web scraping. Either that website will provide you with any process by which you can download this data, or you can also web scrape. Uh, so we'll be covering web scraping. Also, there is a different step of data cleaning in Panna, using data cleaning. So normally, whenever you are like scraping your data, or even if you are getting a data set from somewhere else, mostly that data set won't be perfect. You will be having missing data in there. You will be having unstructured data. So imagine like for even a simple column like gender, you can have different options for gender. Wait, like you can have male or female. Okay, you can have M or F. You can have one or two denoting male or female. You can also have like different. You can also have different cases for male or female. So what data cleaning? What do you do in data cleaning is you will standardize a process and you will like make sure that the data you are dealing with, so all those data have a standard format. So when you're working with machine learning models, whenever you're working with machine learning models, you can never feed in unstructured data or unclean data. If you do it, most probably the machine learning model will yield you a really bad accuracy. So in most cases, what you can do is just convert all those different type of data into a single format. So if you have just change everything in a singular format, and normally you use the numerical format whenever you are working with categorical data. So you will just standardize the data and then you can feed it into your machine learning model. You will eventually learn all the different techniques of cleaning the data, but it will be like in week 3. And week 4, we are going to cover data visualization. Let me just show you a demo for data visualization. I think most of you haven't heard about Kaggle right till now. So Kaggle is basically a website where you it's like the holy grail for a data scientist. You can find data sets, you can find models, you can find notebooks on those data sets. You also have competitions on this website. So whatever you want to do with data, I think you can normally set. Let me just show you the top data set right now. Okay, daily news for stock market prediction. Yeah, this is also one of the applications for machine learning and data science. What you can do using machine learning and data science is you can extract the news about companies in the stock market. So imagine, the, I think all of you have heard about the company Reliance. So Reliance is listed on the stock market. So what you can do is you can scrape news articles. Yeah, so you can scrape news articles and then you can find the sentiment of the articles and then you can just try to predict whether the stock will go up and go down. And this is one of the applications for that. I'll just show you a brief overview of some. Okay, they have not included any data visualization there. Okay. Wait a second. Data visualization. Yeah, here are some visualizations of data. You can just visualize the trend in the data using data visualization. It will be covered vastly in that week. So we'll just okay. Let me get back to that. I have like went on that tangent right now.
Nikhil,
Yeah.
we just have this week 1 discussion now, I think, because we have the limitation with the Google Meet for 1 hour. We'll just have this with the week 1 and Slack introduction. That would be
So guys, these all are like life cycle of machine learning.
Yeah, for as Saurabh was saying, for machine learning, you need to master all these different techniques. We will be
Yeah.
covering all these techniques weekly. So let's just explain how the general club will run. So our agenda has been like divided into different weeks, and each week will have a respective channel. So for week one channel, and this week one Pandas and NumPy channel. So in every channel, what you will find is I'll be pinning the resources for the channel for that week at the top of every week. So here you can find the resources for Pandas. So here are resources for Pandas and NumPy. Yeah, so yeah, so here are the resources of Pandas and NumPy. We have given you a video tutorial. We have also given you a text tutorial for Pandas, and the same goes for NumPy. We have also like linked in a gave you a link to the documentation for in Pandas. You will be redirected to the official documentation for Pandas. So just the uh, you just be giving you the resources. We are not going to like teach everything to you. So I expect all go through the resources, and then up at the end when you are like done with the resource, you feel confident that you've learned it, and you can proceed to the exercises. So even the exercises are linked here. So yeah, here is the drive link for the exercise. You can just and yeah, here are the exercises for the big one. You can just download the whole folder here, and here are the exercises given. We have 6 different exercises for Pandas and a single exercise for NumPy. We also have optional exercises for NumPy, which are a bit harder. So if you have time, you can go through it, but it's not compulsory. So just download the whole folder, and you can open all the notebook. And in case you don't have Anaconda or Jupyter Notebook installed, you can just click on the download link to the Anaconda page, scroll down, and you can download Anaconda for your respective operating system using your. If you have Linux, then download Anaconda from Linux, the 64-bit one. And if you have Windows, you can download this 64-bit Anaconda referring installer. And after you have installed it, you will get. Let me just show you the installer. Here is the installer. Just click on it. It will take some time. Select I do, and it will, it's not an. And if you have any problems while installing Anaconda, you just post a query in the channel, and we'll try to help you out. After you have after you are done with installing Anaconda, you can Anaconda Navigator will give you a GUI, and Anaconda Prompt will give you a CLI. So if you want, let me just open Anaconda. If you want to install any packages, you can do it using idle pip, or you can use it using Conda. When you're working with Anaconda, it's preferable to use Conda. So imagine you need to install by any chance you don't have Pandas installed. You can just type Conda install Pandas, and it will install Pandas for you.
In Anaconda, like this NumPy pandas are already installed. I think scikit-learn, NumPy
Yeah,
pandas. Yeah.
normally it is, but I'm just showing it if you want to install any different
Yeah.
packages like Selenium or anything. So you can just use Conda install pandas to do it. Even Jupyter Notebook would be, Jupyter Notebook would be open. Just type Jupyter Notebook and you can open it. Jupyter Notebook opens up an instance of itself in the default browser. My browser is Chrome, so it will open it in Chrome. Your UI can look a little bit different from this. I have made some changes into my own UI, so I don't think it will like give you any problem. So just go to your downloads page for the assignment, and then you can just open one. I've like opened the pandas exercise. So here is it, the first pandas exercise. Most might not understand what I just go through the resource. I just I just solve one or two questions and you can just see how I'm like going about it. Let me data set that is included with the assignment. Here is the assignment folder. Has been like included already and it is inside the data folder. So you have 5 different data sets. Here is a title data set of all the movies and here is a casting data set. It will contain the cast for all the different movies. Let me just open it. It is in CSV format. So you can also open it in Excel. Okay. Yeah. Here is a list of all movies with the year. And as you can see, we have over what's so yeah, we have nearly 4 lakhs different rows. So nearly 2 lakh different movie names with their release date. And to open the cast data set, just look through it. What I want you all to do is before getting on with the assignment, just have a look. The memory requirements is a bit high for this data set. So I think it's giving you an error. Let me okay, here is the casting. Let me just check a movie. I think Shutter Island must be good. Shutter Island. So here are the Shutter Island. So there is a single cast for Shutter Island. You can also find different actors here. What we are the first line, talk about it later. You are importing pandas as PD. So you are just renaming your pandas package. So whenever you are like accessing the pandas methods, if you normally what you have to do is pandas dot data frame and whenever you are accessing pandas methods, you have to like write the whole name for the package. Import pandas as PD and you don't have to write pandas as a whole, you can just replace it with a PD. And normally the convention whenever you are importing pandas is renaming it as PD. It's a convention. So even if you don't do it, it's all right. But I will like suggest you to follow this. So cell, you are just this cell is responsible for changing the color scheme for this table. It will like make it look nice. I have already like I am running a theme for Jupyter Notebook, so I don't need it. So what we are doing here is pandas dot pandas.read.csv. Pandas.read responsible for loading the dataset in pandas. So uh, here is file path site data and the titles.csv. You are loading this on loading this on pandas, and you are a variable called titles. Five column of five data set. When you run it, it will show you the top five column. You can also specify a value and change it to 10, negative, and get the first and the last five. You can get the first and the last five rows. You can also use tail to get the last five. We are also importing the data. You can see here that the dataset for cast will have a title, the year, the name, the type of the role that the actor is playing, and the character of the actor. And
Is
is
it?
the yeah.
Yeah, if many students have problem with this, we can make another like session for this,
Yes,
especially like
you will get a Panda video resource. I highly recommend that you go through this Pandas uh, video resource. This is from a Pandas in from 2005. Using this seminar only, and assignments also allotted to you all will be in this also assignments allotted to you all are from this seminar. So I highly recommend you all to go through this seminar. And number you have from free code bootcamp. So just go through this resource. Uh, yeah, go through this resource and you can learn pandas and numpy both. And if after that you have any queries, you can just ping us in the group regarding your queries, and we'll try to show you how you can do the first two or three exercises. Even if you don't understand it, it's all right. Just go through the resource and you will understand it. So the question is, how many movies are listed in the titles data frame? So a pandas table is known as a data frame. So this is a data frame uh, stored in the variable titles. Titles dot has, you will get the data frame here. So how many movies are listed in the titles data frame? Titles dot title. It will reference to this column. So if I just do it, so say you are only accessing the title column. You are disregarding all the other columns here. So you are just accessing the title column, and you can convert it into a list. You can also find the length of the list. So here is this. Alternatively, what you titles dot title. So you are accessing all the different titles, and you are using unique value, unique values. So it will okay, just unique. Yeah, it will give you list of all the unique elements in that title. So if you take out the length of this, you will see that the number for this, the reason being is they are repeated. So while if you are using, you are just taking the unique values from the earliest two films listed in the title. So you can just use it. You can just use title. You are printing all the titles. For that, you can just use title dot and two. So these can be the earliest two films. But most probably, what I am thinking is, uh, what the question asks us is like sorting the films by its release date. So we title sort values and then specify the column name. The column name will be year. You can just put year and it will be sorted using the year values. Yeah. So you can take out the head for this two and here is it. So you are getting the earliest two films listed in the titles data frame. So like this, you can just go through all the you can go through all the different questions and try to solve it. So I think the amount of exercise given to you is quite a lot. So it will take you around a week to go through everything. And after you are done with all the different exercises, including the NumPy exercise, the Pandas exercise, go to folder, the longer folder, notebooks. If you have completed the optional notebook, you can also select it, and just archive. After I just set your name on the 18J099 what you can do is go to your respective. We'll be adding you to your year channel by today and just go to your respective year channel and drag and drop it. Yeah, you can just post it like this, and the and your mentor should be responsible, making sure that you all have done you all have done your assignments and cross checking it. Okay, another thing is, hey, we expect you all to take active participation in this club, and whenever we are asking you to solve an exercise or if we give you an assignment, we all expect you to complete that assignment and then at least try to post it try to submit it in a, by the time that has been allotted to you all. In case people are late, you can just DM a mentor. You can DM a mentor and explain it to them why, if you have any problems. I think some of you may have any problems in the future, so you can just DM it to your mentor. And if it's a valid excuse, then we'll consider it. But in case we see members not performing, so I think if we are seeing that a member is not performing week over week, if it even after repetitive warnings, you are like not taking active part in the group, you are not submitting your assignments, or even not attending the club meets. I think after multiple warnings, we would most probably remove you from the club. We want everyone to be active in the club, and also imagine post post a query for the week one. Imagine someone has a problem with pandas and he posts a query in week one channel. So if even if you are in a member, even if you are not a mentor, I expect you, if you know the answer, please try to help him out. If you are active while you are active and you are trying to help others, it will really help you understand the core mechanics of any libraries that we are going to cover. And the last one being, please download your another Slack app in your phone and make sure that you are like checking in daily. Sometimes we can also have a seminar or we can schedule meets. So in case of that, make sure that you all are like checking your Slack daily. I think by tomorrow we are going to close the ML group in WhatsApp, and every communication will be handled through Slack only. So make sure you all have download. Uh, Make sure that you have all have like downloaded Slack. Yeah, I think that's all for now. Yeah, Shashank.
Yeah. Okay. Any queries you have, like any queries related to anything, like whatever we covered now, or like don't get into technical aspects. When you start learning the resources, you'll automatically get to know that. But like, apart from the technical aspect, if you want to ask anything regarding, please let us know. Can unmute your microphone or drop in a message in the chat box.
I want to say something, guys. So you can go through GitHub as well from now, because we will be teaching, we will be giving that later also. But if you go through now, it will be easier, and you can also upload this assignment in GitHub as well.
Okay. Yeah, again, there is a small request from my end or even from the team members that please in the Slack channel, please have, there are three fields basically. One is your name, and then there is something called as a display name, and then there is something called as what I do. Okay. So basically, yeah, you can see the screen here, right? So you please put up your names properly. We want your names to be fully, though you don't include your USN, we don't want your USN, but at least put up your name properly. And in place of what I do, you can just put up your year. Say maybe if you're in a part of the second year, you just put a second year, third years, fourth years can put up. And if you're part of the MTech, this thing put up as MTech, so that we know from which year you're being there. Okay. As Nikit said, we want active participation. Okay, there's a lot of struggle which has gone behind putting up clubs and everything. So when you post queries or even this thing, please participate actively in the Slack channels and everything. And the resources have been put up in the Slack channel, so please go through it, explore more. Okay, basically start googling things. We expect that. Just because you got a query doesn't mean you just put it up in the Slack. First, try to explore it in the Google, search for the answers. Then, if you still don't find answers, please put up it in the Slack channel so that we are here to help you. Yeah, just put up all those things. Okay. Assignments, please submit it on time so that I understand there will be CIEs and everything you need to study. Yeah. Apart from all those, maybe you have some extracurricular activities, but try to be as punctual as possible so that it helps. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Any other queries or anything from your end?
If anyone has understood how to go about with the assignments or submitting it, ask right now. It would be like easier for us to explain.
Yeah.
Anyone?
You can,
Excuse me,
Yeah, guys,
is
if
there
you have any
anyone
queries,
is there
you can
anyone who is new
like
to the Python here?
Yeah, I forgot about that also. So for people who
Nikit, share that
like,
one with the guys.
yeah, who are not well versed with Python, we have another week called week 0. It's only reserved for people who are not well versed with Python. So if you are good enough with Python, I don't think you have to like go through it. So in case you are not in this channel, just go do the plus here, browse and select week 0 and select week 0 and you can just join this channel. And after joining this channel, you will get a resource for Python 2. It's a really basic resource for Python. And after you go through this resource, we will be like posting exercises in 2 or 3 days. So you can also try to complete those exercises to uh, just gauge your understanding of Python. And if you have any queries, even after that, you can post it in the group. Or what I really prefer you all try to do is use Stack Overflow. So if imagine like you don't know how to write a file in Python, so just Google write a file Python, and mostly you will get something or the other. So just if you have any errors, you can just Stack Overflow. It's for people who code. So you can just find whatever you want here. See, it explain how you can write a file in Python. So using Stack Overflow would be like really great for you all if you start learning. And even like in professional environment, like if you expect people to like learn all 10,000 of NumPy like methods, nobody does. So what we normally do is if we want to like imagine we want to find unique values in Python, we'll just search unique values Python pandas and we'll get the methods. So unique values pandas and we'll get the methods here. Pandas or series.unique. We can get them. So try to uh, debug your errors by yourself. Try to find things you don't know by searching online. And even after that, if you can't do it, we mentors are here to help you out.
Yeah,
And
few
feel free to
people.
ask all.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, sir. Few people had doubts about installing software also, right? So you can just Google up things like how to install Anaconda or how to install Jupyter Notebook. There are so many people who would have put up how to do that, or maybe even YouTube videos which would be explaining the thing. So please start with Google searches. How do I do something? Okay, so if you want to, so we start doing that. Okay, and if you still don't find it, you can put it up in the Slack channel where with everything, where mentors will be there to help you out.
Yeah.
So guys,
See,
it's not like course, like college course. So feel free to ask anything, and if you have anything to share, you can share freely with others.
yeah, and this session was really formal, I feel. Normally sessions wouldn't be so formal. So we are just your peers, right? We are I and Sasank, we are just 1 year senior from most of you all. So I think we can have a like healthy, friendly relationship without being so formal. So please don't hesitate to like ask anything from us. We are here to help you out. Yeah, that's that.
Any queries, or can we end the meeting?
Yeah, okay. If you don't have any queries, yeah.
What are the your goals of the club?
See, we want you all to learn how to. Uh, we want to like show you how to like you can. Okay, as of now, no, thank you. We want you all to try learning things for yourself. Normally people, you won't get people to help you out. If you want to learn anything. So this club is mainly to guide you into the right direction and uh, like try to get you into an habit of self-learning. And after you are done with learning basics for data science and machine learning, what we expect from you all in the club is to build projects, to collaborate, to build projects, to take part in hackathons, and we'll be like helping you all out. If you want to make a project, just ping us up. We can help you out with that. If you want partners to go and take part in a hackathon, just post it in the group and you will get partners. If you want anything else, we'll be here to help you out. So
Yeah,
basically,
Niharika, we will have another session for GitHub, like small session, and you can also explore from now as well.
yeah, and for the GitHub session, what is called the app development club has like in a app development club has conducted a session for GitHub. It is in it is in the YouTube playlist. Let me show you Dr. Reality Clubs. You can just open this channel and you can go through it also if you want to. And even if you go through the channel and if you don't understand it, then we can help you out. You can get a hell lot of resources online. So if you try, it will be easier for you. Yeah, here is the app development in a session. It was held just yesterday and they covered it. So you can just go through it. I will be sending the link for this Dr. AIT Club channel. You can just go through it and different clubs also if you want to.
Anything else apart from this?
Okay.
No queries, Nikhil.
So thank you all. If you don't have any queries, you can leave. And if you have any queries, you can stay back.
Are you doing any projects now?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, some of us are. Some of us have already made some projects. I think Saurav has recently turned an internship on learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Saurav, can you just about that?
So, are you asking about my project or like
Yeah, your
what?
project.
Okay, so in my internship, I did like prediction of employee. So he will be like staying in a company or not based on his performance, what he did. So that was my project. So here also we will be providing you some data set and you will work on it. And after I think 4 week, you will also do some mini project here in this club. Also, let us know how to join Slack. Many of them not able to join Slack. I think everyone has joined Slack, isn't it, Nikit?
Yeah, so after like repetitive, we are like reminded you all to join Slack for 3 or 4 times, and I have also like posted that if you have any problems in joining Slack, please contact the mentors or just DM me. So I didn't get any DMs, so I just after 3 days of like that invite, we closed the invite because I didn't think anyone else will be joining. So if you haven't joined Slack, please contact me, Saurav or Sasank after this session, and we'll try to like get you into the Slack. Most people who haven't joined Slack aren't in Slack because they really late. Even after like constant reminders, you all didn't like join Slack. That was the reason. I think you are not in Slack right now.
Yeah, we don't want to be repeating, like sending n number of reminders to everyone to join or fill up a form or maybe do some activity or an assignment. So from next time, if we don't receive any updates or if you don't reply back soon, we think that you will know you're not interested and we'll just move ahead. Okay.
For any forms, we will be giving you a 2-day window. So just try to fill up any form we are giving in that 2 days. And if you have any queries or any problems, I think if your net isn't working or anything, you can just message me later and we'll try to deal with the issue if according to whoever has that issue. Yeah.
Any other queries, guys?
I think we are done for today then. Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone. You all can go.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
It was a
everyone.
great session. Have a good day.
Thank you, Nikhil.
Thank you.
Thank you, Saurabh.